Oh boy, we have some juicy news about the Gannon v. Prodigy lawsuit. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so Altiworld originally posted that Prodigy actually dropped the entire lawsuit. That is not actually what happened. Prodigy just dropped the request for restraining order. And this was in play to basically prevent Gannon from signing with another company. So that is no longer the case, but it is pointed out in the court case. Should the plaintiff find any necessary reason to refile that restraining order, they have a complete right to do so. So it is certainly possible for this to reoccur, but I'm betting that will not happen. And so the reason for that is because Gannon is probably talking to Prodigy and potential new sponsor to come to terms with whatever new deal they're about to sign. I think that is because Prodigy is seeing all this negative press towards their company that is basically going to do irreparable harm to me. That's the way I see it. So I think they're trying their hardest to get what they think they deserve, but also to keep a good public perception of their relationship with Gannon. In order to do that, he has to sign with a new company and feel like they're not holding him hostage. So this is very interesting because they still have an active lawsuit. There's certainly still monetary things they wish to get out of this deal, obviously. So I'm very interested to see how that ends up. But also, I feel like the entire purpose of this lawsuit was to keep Gannon from signing with another company. Obviously, they wanted money. But I think the biggest thing was you cannot sign with another company. So with that being dropped, I think it is very, very likely for Gannon to sign with Discmania in the next week or couple weeks, whatever becomes possible for them to sign. I'm very optimistic about this deal. I would bet it is at least $500,000, maybe even more per year. This is definitely within Discmania's wheelhouse because they were probably going to sign Simon with a similar deal. They just couldn't get it quite through. So I'm very, very certain that they'll be signing with Gannon for at minimum maybe a 3-4 year deal. So how does this look for Discmania? Obviously they lost the biggest star in all of disc golf, so that is a huge bummer, but getting Gannon Buhr is a tremendous value for years and years to come. He still has so much potential that he hasn't even shown yet. So I'm really thinking that that is a great move. They just had a win at Waco with Kyle Klein, so they have a lot of momentum that I didn't actually perceive to happen. I thought it was going to be Eagle that was going to kind of show up at LVC, maybe even Waco, and that hasn't been the case. Maybe he'll show up at Austin. We'll see. But it has definitely not been either Crush Boy, Simon, or Eagle that has really shown up this year. Kyle has a win, and Gannon kind of has a win. It's not an Elite Series win, but still a win. So I definitely think that this would mark a great sign of momentum and success for their top contenders as a Discmania sponsored player. For Prodigy, I think they still just have to kind of weather out the storm, and ultimately they have to decide, is it still worthwhile to hold this lawsuit up? There's so many reasons why it could be negative to their whole perception as a company, and that could do irreparable harm for the duration of the company. So they really have to decide whether that's in their best interest or not. But it's all very interesting, and I'm very intrigued to see what comes out of it. And for the possibility of Gannon signing with any other company, I think it is very, very unlikely, unless it was like a smaller company, like maybe a DGA or like a Castoplast or something that doesn't really have too many players attached to it. If you're Gannon, you definitely are not going to sign with Discraft or Innova or Lone Star. There's just too many signs that point to Discmania, so I'm pretty sure that's where he's going. So with that, thank you guys for watching so much. Make sure to subscribe. Wild Runs, signing out. Peace.